this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man.
Angry Fan Movement is the movement to move with. URL TV for life. You already know what it is.
Hey, I'm back with the guest. We got Beasley on right now. Yo, Bees, what's up?
Yo, what's up, everybody? Angry Fan Radio Show was good, man. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, definitely. Yes, sir. You loud and clear,
You're
man.
A little low.
Yeah.
He's a little low on our end.
Oh,
Okay.
Hold on. Is this better?
Yeah.
Much better.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? I'm back. I'm ready to answer some questions. I'm ready to get grilled. You know, the guy that they say is the villain is here. You know what I mean? I'm here to talk and, you know, also, wait. I got some business at hand. This is the shameless plug. URL's Double Impact next Saturday, September the 26th. Log on to Ticketmaster.com. You can get a GA ticket. You know, I know there's a lot of different ticket prices when you pop up, but if you're looking for the general admission ticket, you have to select Early Bird GA on Ticketmaster, and that'll take you to it. Or if you're in the New York City area, you can go to the Gramercy Theater or Urban Plaza during business hours when the box office is open, or at any time that they're having a show, and purchase a ticket from now up until the day of the show. It's going to be dope. It's something new that we're trying. I hope that it turns out exciting. I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are excited about it. Double Impact, Saturday, September the 26th. Make sure you get your tickets. Don't miss history. Be a part of it.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you, Beasley. I'm not the hugest fan of 2-on-2s, but I'm not mad at this card right here. I think it's a smart decision.
Right. I mean, Caps, you know what it is? I got to try different stuff. You feel what I'm saying? I know there's been some types of 2-on-2 tournaments, you know, years ago, whatever, but there's never been it with the smack style of rappers and battlers. And I'm not proclaiming to invent the 2-on-2 battle. It's been going on since Jump Off TV. You know what I mean? Before, you know, any of these other leagues were around, they had, you know, slightly different format, but I believe Jump Off TV is the original format of it. And there's, you know, there's some guys like Marv Warner, Quest McCody, and then there's also, I think it was Ilmac. I'm not sure who it was. There's like two other guys that I know were like doing the 2-on-2 thing early, and then it started to get popular in London, and then, you know, some of the other leagues. But, you know, I'm not, as I said, like, I'm not proclaiming to be the inventor of the 2-on-2 or the tournament or whatever. It was just something that was off the beaten path, something a little bit different. You know, we did rookies and vets last year. This year I'm doing, you know, I did that. You know, I have some other ideas that I want to try. And, you know, whether it's good or bad, you know, we're still doing battles. We already have, like, 2 other events planned that are coming up. And, you know, fans bear with us and just understand that, you know, it's going to be good. You know what I mean? And if it's not good, we'll do more battles. It's just battles. You know what I mean? Every game you go to, every sporting event you go to, it's a chance it could be phenomenal. It's a chance that it could suck. We won't know until we get on stage that night and we see what happens. I'm excited about it to see if everybody steps up to the plate. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. You know what I mean? But it's all about experimenting and just trying different stuff and seeing what works and what doesn't work. So
Okay.
That's what it is.
So, hey, Beast, I gotta ask you, what the hell is going on with the battles, my nigga? We got the Pittsburgh event. We all going crazy with legacy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the Pittsburgh event, everybody understand that wasn't shot by us. That was shot by an outside party. So it took a little bit of time for us to get the footage. We do have the footage, and the majority of those battles are fully edited. As far as Born Legacy, the first battle that's going to come out is Cortez and Chilla. I'm gonna know by tonight, but I'm trying to get that out before Friday. So
okay.
After Friday, we got everything pretty much edited up. We got 3 or 4 of the battles edited up already, and then we're gonna start releasing them and letting them go. You know, I have some other battles from some one-offs like St. Mike and Anubis that I have sitting up in the box that I could turn on now, but if I turned it on, everyone's going to go, F you, we want to see something from this. We don't want to see this, so the people get all antsy. So I'm just going to wait and bring them all out. You'll see some battles, 2 battles coming out in one day, But like I said, like the DOA battles, it took us a little bit of time to get the actual the content back. And the way that they shot it, they weren't the best shooters and they weren't experienced shooters. So I listened to the audio. The audio is actually pretty good, but the shooting quality it's okay. It's good enough to watch. It's not what you're used to seeing with URL. So it took a little time for us to arrange it to get it to the best level that we could for your viewing pleasure. So understand that I think there's maybe one more battle that needs to be edited, but all those battles are edited. And then we have at least two or three from Born Legacy that are edited. So you'll start to get some like trailers and notifications of when these things are coming out, and you'll start to at least see some of the Born Legacy and DOA by this week, coming up by the end of this week and going into early next week. You're going to get a preponderance of battles that's coming out.
Okay. So the battle's definitely on the way. I gotta ask you, you know the buzz right now is about B-Dot and Danny Myers. Have you watched that battle?
I've seen some of it online. I saw like a couple of rounds on Facebook, but I haven't actually gone and purchased the pay-per-view yet to see it. I don't know if they've unlocked it and it's out, but I've seen some of it online, and it looked like a pretty good battle to me, you know?
Okay, look, all right. B-Dot and Saga, like, this has to happen, Beasley. It has to.
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen, but I need to see B-Dot over here first. And, Saga's not in the proving grounds anymore. So I need, I would definitely like B-Dot to do a PG because I just feel that everybody has done a PG. From after the first generation of URL, every rapper, including Danny Myers, Adi Boom, Saga, Chess, Frizz Rothstein, T-Top, John the Don, B-Magic, all of these guys have gone through the chains of command. You know what I mean? So it's just the protocol and it's just the system. You know what I mean? And I think like once you make exceptions and you break the system, then the next hot recruit or person that you're trying to work with feels like they don't have to do it. And I'm not saying that B-Dot is saying that he doesn't want to do it or not want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that he understands that there's a system and he respects how we work and think. But everybody has to go through the system, or else it doesn't. It just, you know what I mean? It gets kind of weird if it doesn't happen that way.
Okay. You know what? Okay.
If I skip him, right, and I just say, okay, I mean, I wouldn't give him somebody who's just trash or like some Ryan should do, because the proving grounds really isn't about like your skill level. It's just about your profile and where you're at in the game. You know what I'm saying? He does have a profile. He does have fans. He is making noise. He is doing his thing. But then it's just like, there has to be a discussion, or either there has to be like probably like a medium where, there's like, because it's everybody went through it. You know what I'm saying? From, like I said, from John the Don to B-Magic to Chilla Jones to Saga to Chess to Steam, to everybody went through proving grounds. There's about everybody that's out now that's popping has been on the proving grounds.
Okay.
Everybody.
But all right, but question, what are your thoughts on a Lux comparison?
I mean, I think people are more so comparing it to his content, you know what I mean? But what's the difference between somebody rapping about guns and violence? You could say that about everybody's influenced by someone, you know what I mean? So maybe he took a different route or chose to, Lux is not the only person who's conscious, just like there's not, there's guys that talk about gun bars and not the only people that talk about guns. So because he's doing something that probably no one else does, there's placing more emphasis on the Lux comparisons, or maybe it's the delivery or some of the other things. But, I mean, at the end of the day, he's just, I guess he's doing what makes him feel comfortable, or what he's growing as an MC. We all change. We go through different stages. And, I thought it was creative. I thought it was dope because he's actually using factual information or a different perspective to beat someone or to challenge someone, or, to put up a good fight. So I thought it was dope. I don't have a problem with it. You know,
Okay.
people always look for something to be upset about. You know, but
Mm-hmm.
you gotta really think about, what he's doing. He's still doing good. The rhymes are good. It's not like it's whack. You know what I mean? To be compared to one of the best guys to do it is a good thing, in my opinion. So, shouts to D-Dot.
I definitely feel you on that. We had Denny Mines up here. Actually, they were both up here, and they were talking about being down for an East versus West card. Is that something you're interested in?
Oh, of course. I mean, that's kind of what we were built on, the Midwest versus New York, East versus West. I think that, we're starting to really try and develop a lot of the guys out on the West Coast like Rum Nitty. We got Emerson Kennedy. We got KG the Poet, and he's also working with us closely. So he's like, helping us put a lot of stuff together as well as him being a good MC himself. So I think that, that time is coming, you know what I mean? And I think that's what we need. That's another whole lane that we should explore. So I'm definitely down with something like that. Of course, I'd love to do it.
All right. Now I actually saw a post by Organic on Facebook. He said leagues want to move to the West now that it's popping, but were nowhere to be found when the West needed help. We extended our hand and created a partnership. This is only the beginning. Like, do you think that you and King of the Dot have friction? All right, y'all respect each other obviously, but it's competition.
I don't think there's competition. I don't think King of the Dot is competition to URL.
You don't?
I think that no, not at all. I don't see them as competition at all. I think they do a great job at what they do. But I think they're a totally different genre of battle rap. And I think that people need to start looking at that as such and accepting it for what it is. What King of the Dot does, URL could never do. And what URL does, King of the Dot can never do. I think it's two totally different styles and crowds and audiences of battle rap. I think people can appreciate both, like you might like, DMX, and then, you might like Tribe Called Quest or, something else that's different than, what it is. Like there's certain perspectives that come out of music, and I think there's a certain perspective and vibe within battle rap. And I think that you have to start to understand that there's cultural differences, there's a lot of different things. And sometimes there's a sound clash where you bring the two together and bring one guy in from the street, you bring one guy in from the suburbs. You know what I mean? But I think it all boils down to a matter of preference. And sometimes you can appreciate both but favor one more. You know what I mean? So it's all subjective as to who's better or what people like better. It's really a matter of opinion, and it's based off of your life experiences and your connection with the artist that you watch. Just like you listen to certain music when you drive in your car for certain experiences you want to feel. If you want to turn up, get hype, or go to the gym, you might put Future on. You might not even know what Future's saying, but you might be going off of his vibe and his energy. But if you want to hear something lyrical and thought-provoking, you're putting Nas on. They both are connected to hip-hop, to the hip-hop culture, but they're not the same thing. And I don't think that King of the Dot is the same thing as URL. It's totally different. Even though, they recruit and try to hire some of our artists and bring them to their platform to have a mixture of flavor, I still think it's different. The URL experience is like no other. It's a totally different experience being there live and in the building than it is at a KOTD event. You know what I mean? But it's all, like I said, I'm not saying which one is better. I mean, of course, I think I like my style of battle rap better because I'm with URL. But, I mean, I think what King of the Dot does is dope. They have their own style. And I think that I don't see them as competition. Now, to go back to the Facebook comment that you made, I don't know if he's talking about us. You know what I mean? Or if when the West needed help, we extended a hand, you said, or something, and no one else was there to be found. Now they want to come to the West or whatever. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know if he's referring to me. I don't know, it sounded like maybe I don't know. Maybe we don't know the tone that he's saying it in, because you can't convey feelings through writing. I can't see it. I don't know if there's exclamation points or angry emojis or I don't know. I just know what I'm hearing. So he could have been saying it in a peaceful way, like, "King of the Dot, we're on the West." You know what I mean? Like, we're making friends. I don't know. You know what I mean? If it's that, or if it's, "Oh, no one wanted to care when it was me." You know what I mean? I don't know what perspective he's coming from. So I can't say that he's angry at URL, but evidently you think that he's referring to us. So, if he is, that's his, he has the right to his opinion and the freedom to express it. But I will be on the West Coast. Nobody, owns a piece of the country where nobody can set up. And I think when I come to the West Coast, we could do events on the same weekend and it won't affect each other, because we have a totally different audience, totally different crowds, totally different
I don't
events.
think that, though, Beasley. You think if you had an event the same weekend, like, nah. Isn't it, Beasley? I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that different.
I think there's room for both of us. You know what I mean? I think there's room for both of us. I don't see, they haven't done an event on the West Coast in some time. If my memory serves me correctly, we did one last summer, our first one. It was cool. I plan on doing more. I would love to do more stuff on the West Coast, but I didn't know, that, certain people own certain parts of the country. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know I had to check in. But, I'll be back in Cali, doing some battles. And, I don't know. Like I said, I have to look at the Facebook comment and see if it was, written with, anger or a certain amount of animosity or frustration to determine that. But it may have not been that. I don't know if there's, like I said, I don't know if there's exclamation points or, the sentence structure is that of someone who is irritated or angry. But I don't have any problem with Organic. He's not in my lane. He's in his own lane, doing his own thing, and he's successful at his business, and URL is successful. So I don't see the reason for us to be angry with each other. I'm not, him to be angry with me. If you think that he is angry, because I'm not saying that he is. I'm just going off of your question in the way that you're posing it. But I don't have a problem with him. If he has a problem with me, I didn't know that he had a problem,
Fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking heads, man.
Angry Fan movement is the movement to move with.